One night at the Met Bar, I got called to the door and they said, Ben, Madonna's outside.
Today is a dream come true. I get to sit here with the man, the myth, the legend, Ben Pundole, dead center in the middle of the brand new Delano Hotel. As much as I know the legend of Ben Pundole, which is innately connected to the legend of Ian Schrager and the journey of boutique hospitality in both the United States and the world, I don't know if everyone knows your story.
Where to begin? I started working in 1992 when I was 18. I did not go to university and I took my nightlife very seriously, so therefore I didn't make it to college. It was a blessing because the kind of people I met and the things I learned took me to the Groucho Club. Groucho Club is a membership club in London. It started in 1985 for creatives, and I started off as a cellarman, wheeling in wine deliveries and changing light bulbs and running food at lunchtime, and I loved hospitality. So I went from the Groucho Club after 4 years to the Met Bar, and the Met Bar was a members bar at the Metropolitan Hotel. It was this tiny little bar, but it was in one of London's first kind of lifestyle or boutique hotels, if you want to call it, and that's where I met all sorts of people. And then it was the first time when Hollywood was descending on London, they would come to the Met Bar. One night at the Met Bar, I got called to the door and they said, Ben, Madonna's outside. And it was Madonna and Ingrid, the legendary Miami-based Ingrid Casares. They walked into the Met Bar and I said, I can't seat you anywhere. I had Kate Moss on one table, Piers Brosnan on another table, I think Bono on another table, and there were only 3 tables. So I told Madonna and Ingrid, please come in, and if you stand at the bar, I'll make you a drink. And we became friends.
That was around when Nobu opened in London too, wasn't
Nobu
it?
opened at the Metropolitan, so Nobu opened on the first floor, second floor, and then the Met Bar was on the ground floor.
So my understanding of that time was that everything prior to Nobu in London was like, if it was a cool restaurant, it was much more like fine dining. And Nobu became this phenomenon in London because it brought great food, but casual.
Nobu
like the city was
a
changing.
phenomenon in London. It was the place where Brad Pitt and Gwyneth Paltrow were having dinner, and it was just such a time. And London in the 90s, it was just the center of the world. It was the time of Britpop. It was the time of British fashion, of Alexander McQueen. It was incredible.
New York was also popping up at that time, and if you look at a lot of the most successful people in the world of specifically hospitality, real estate, and stuff like that, a lot of people were in that world at that moment in time, and they're still around, and you see them in all these different places, but you used to see them in like the bar, and they were just another person.